In today's video, I am going to teach you how to calculate GST in Microsoft Excel. We will calculate goods and services tax using a simple formula, and then we will calculate the final gross amount, including that tax. This is useful when you have a list of net base prices in Excel, and you want Excel to automatically work out the GST amount and the total price for each row. In this example, we are using an 18% GST rate, and the net base price is already entered in column B, starting from cell B2. First, click cell C2. This is the cell next to your first net base price, and it is where the GST amount will be calculated. Keeping the GST calculation in its own column makes the spreadsheet easier to read because you can clearly see the original price, the tax amount, and the final total separately. Now type the formula equals B2 multiplied by 0.18. In Excel, that will look like this, equals B2 star 0.18. The B2 part tells Excel to use the net base price from cell B2. The star symbol means multiply. The 0.18 represents 18% written as a decimal. So this formula is telling Excel to take the base price and calculate 18% of it as the GST amount. After typing the formula, press Enter on your keyboard. Excel will calculate the result immediately and display the tax amount in cell C2. At this point, you should see the GST value for the first item only. The next part is to apply the same formula to the rest of the rows in column C, so you do not have to type it again manually. Click cell C2 again to select the formula cell. Look carefully at the bottom right corner of the selected cell. When you move your mouse over that corner, the cursor will change into a small black plus sign. This is the fill handle, and it allows you to copy the formula down the column while automatically adjusting the row references. Once the black plus sign appears, double-click it. Excel will fill the formula down column C for the remaining rows, based on the data next to it in column B. This means each row will calculate GST using its own net base price. For example, the formula will adjust from B2 to B3, then B4, and so on. This saves time and helps reduce typing mistakes when working with multiple rows of prices. Next, we will calculate the gross total amount, which means the final amount including GST. Click cell D2. This cell will show the net base price plus the GST amount for the first row. Having this total in a separate column makes it easy to see the amount that should be charged or recorded after tax. Type the formula equals B2 plus C2. In Excel, that will look like this, equals B2 plus C2. This formula adds the original net base price in cell B2 to the GST amount in cell C2. The result is the gross total amount, including tax. Press Enter on your keyboard. Excel will now show the total amount for the first row in cell D2. You have now calculated both the GST amount and the final total for one item. To apply the total formula to the remaining rows, use the same fill handle method. Move your mouse to the bottom right corner of cell D2 until the black plus sign appears. Then drag the black plus sign down column D to fill the remaining rows. As you drag, Excel copies the formula and updates each row automatically, so each total is based on the correct net price and GST amount for that row. That covers everything you need to know.